Welcome back here to Mountain Connections. You know, we had a little bit of snowfall last week, but it's not officially winter until you've seen the latest Warren Miller film. And we're excited to have Warren Miller athletes here from the 70th anniversary film Timeless. We have Amie Engerbretson, Cam FitzPatrick, and AJ Olive as well. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Great.
Doing fantastic. So good to see you guys here. As always, we love having you guys on the show, and thanks always for the support. Let's talk a little bit about you guys for people who maybe haven't seen Warren Miller films, which I doubt there are that many, but let's talk about where you guys come from. Amie, where are you from, and how'd you get into skiing?
Yeah, my name's Amie Engerbretson. I'm from Truckee, California, and I grew up there skiing my whole life. My dad was a pro skier when I was a kid, and he basically showed me the way to not only be super passionate about skiing, but make a livelihood and a lifestyle out of it.
That's awesome. And Mr. Cam FitzPatrick, how about you, man?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same route. I mean, I grew up in Jackson, Wyoming.
Nice.
My dad was a ski patrol. He still is, actually. It's been over
awesome.
30 years now, and
so cool.
just kind of grew up in the mountains and was surrounded by that lifestyle, and you know, I'm very fortunate to be doing it still. That's pretty
great.
Amazing.
And AJ Oliver, you're from Salt Lake City, is that correct?
I am, yeah. I grew up right here, Salt Lake City, ski racing.
Nice.
Ski raced at Romark Ski Academy down in the valley.
Nice.
Did a fair amount of training right here at Park City Mountain Resort, so excited to be home in your hometown for the premiere this week. It's pretty fun.
It's going to be a ton of fun. You guys just attended the premiere down in Salt Lake City just a few days ago, and for those who aren't really familiar with the Warren Miller premieres, they're a ton of fun. What can people expect when they go, Amie?
Yeah, Warren Miller movies are super fun, and I think a lot of people that are in the Warren Miller family see it as like the beginning of winter, the kickoff of winter.
Absolutely.
And the movie this year is really good. It's really funny. You definitely ski all over the world, so you travel with athletes, and this film they're in Switzerland, Austria, we go to Canada, we go to Jackson, we go to Colorado, so it's kind of just like a glimpse into kind of all the best ski spots all over the world.
That's a ton of fun. And Cam, were you able to do some of the riding there in Jackson as well?
Yeah, so actually I was fortunate enough to just stay in my hometown, which
so
was
cool.
great. So I got to sleep in my own bed and be around my family, but all the segments are amazing. They did a really good job. It makes you want to ski and definitely makes you want to travel, so
for
makes
sure.
you feel like you're there for sure.
AJ, what was a highlight for you in this one, in Timeless? Was there a specific location or a day that really stands out in your mind?
I have the easy answer. I got to ski with a guy named Glenn Plake. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course.
Mohawk.
Yeah.
So we went to the Monashees in British Columbia, which is a pretty iconic range in southern BC, and getting to ski with an industry legend like Glenn Plake and share that time with him, that was definitely a highlight of my trip, I would say, for sure.
That's great. And Amie, how about you?
I got to go up to Coola, which is also in British Columbia, but it's really far north, like almost closer to Alaska.
I was gonna say, I've never heard of it before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's north, and it's really out there, and we stayed in this lodge, like no cell service, no like power. Sometimes there wasn't like heat even, and we were just super off the grid, focused 100% on skiing and making our part, and we got to ski some really fun big lines. Coola, the mountains of Coola are huge and gorgeous, and so just anytime you have the chance to be amongst raw natural beauty like that, it's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. We're showing some of the footage from that right now. It looks absolutely beautiful, and you're charging right now. It's pretty crazy. Some big lines. These look like huge mountains out there.
Yeah, Coola is known for just huge lines, big mountains. They have a very vast tenure. You know, they have something for everyone to ski, but for us, when we go up there, we just want to ski the biggest thing we can. Get a helicopter to put us on top of.
You're ready to push it. That's so cool. You know, you guys have been doing this for so long, and obviously you're so passionate about it. It drives what you do. But how do you keep that passion alive in doing this for such a long time? I mean, people, it can kind of fizzle out after a little while. So how do you guys maintain that throughout all of the years of being a professional skier and snowboarder? Amie?
Yeah, I mean, I think that skiing and snowboarding and just mountain lifestyle in general is something, it's one of the few things you can really do forever, your whole life. And I think one thing that keeps me going is, you know, when you go ski those days at the resort with your family, your friends, and you see people of literally all ages, really old people, like still experiencing the exact same joy. Like you just kind of, it's like ingrained. It's like, oh, I already know I'm going to love this forever, so I'm going to just stay stoked on it.
When you see someone who's like 80 years old have the same face as like the 4-year-old who's it's their first day, that's, it's pretty easy to see it. Cam, how about you, man? Is there something specific?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like even with just this film in general, like seeing the kids that come out to these shows and the youth is like really inspiring. And, you know, I was that kid going to these shows when I was their age, and just seeing like the posters and all the athletes and being involved, I think that really keeps me going, you know, and seeing that the youth is still really interested in the sport, and you know, we all keep each other young.
Yeah.
And being out in the mountains, it's a
Absolutely.
good atmosphere. So
Yeah,
we're
the mountains
lucky
are
to
just
live there.
therapeutic in general. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a great experience, and you guys are lucky enough to chase winter all year long. You guys get to go ski in some of the best locations all across the world. But for us here in Park City, sometimes we have to wait a little bit. Winter's just right around the corner. So, what are you guys' plans for this upcoming winter, AJ?
I live in Big Sky, Montana, so
Nice.
I'll spend most of the winter in Big Sky, Montana. I teach
Great resort.
skiing there all winter long, so looking forward to having another good winter up there. We had a good one last year. We already got snow on the ground, so
Yeah, it's
yeah.
looking promising already
I know.
for sure. How about you guys? What's your plans?
I plan to ski
Ski
POW.
as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I think
I
it's
don't know
pretty.
exactly where and when, but I definitely plan to ski a lot of POW.
That's
so.
awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about this on the way up, and we're all like, I don't really know yet. You know, it kind of like,
Yeah, it just depends on conditions.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing for you guys. You guys
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
options, right?
We do.
Wherever the POW is the best is where you guys will most
I
likely
just watch
be.
the weather and obsessively.
Yeah.
And I have like the Abby report and the weather, and it's like, okay, where can I drive? Where is it going to be good? Where is it going to be safe? Okay, I'm going to go there now.
Is that your morning ritual? Waking
Yeah.
up and refreshing
Yeah.
with the weather every morning?
Yeah, I
and-
think I have like a second life coming as like a weather girl or
That's so funny.
something.
you should be.
Well,
You'd be good.
we do weather here. Maybe you could
I
you
should
could do some
try it
weather
out.
here.
I
yeah.
saw the border.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, ooh.
All right, well, we have an awesome premiere of Timeless, the 70th anniversary film of Warren Miller Films, happening tomorrow over at the Eccles here in Park City. It's your opportunity to meet all of the great athletes that are part of the Warren Miller film. I think that's an amazing thing about the films, too, is not only do you get to see them, and as you guys said, you've watched them from a young age, but you guys get to meet, everyone gets to meet you guys as well,
Yeah.
which I think is great, too.
We'll have a good crew at Park City tomorrow night, too. Marcus Caston will also be there, Connery Lundeen, and it'll be really fun. So
Awesome. And we're going to be possibly giving away some tickets to that as well. So you got to stay tuned here to Park City Television. Thanks again, guys. Amie, Cam, and AJ. Really appreciate you guys coming on, and really great to see you guys again. We're excited for this next film.
thanks for having
Thanks
me.
for
Thanks
having us.
Absolutely.
Yay, winner.
Always a pleasure.
Let's go,
Yay,
winner.
winner. Winter has officially begun. We can say that. But you got to go check out Timeless tomorrow over at the Eccles. That's going to be happening there. Stay tuned. We have much more coming up right here on Mountain Connections.